independent video away from the live stream. We'll probably cover this on the live stream. On the live streams on. Oh, what's Tuesday? Is it New Year's? Yeah, we can do that. Maybe. I'm not sure if you're going to be around. We'll have to talk about that. Maybe having next weekend off also, guys. But let's jump into it. Intergalactic has made a splash. Is that how we're best describing it, Ferrets? Making a splash?
Is there such a possible way as making a negative splash?
Well, yeah, if you crash land into the planet and you hit the water, you make a splash.
So you belly flop, but there's no wave. There's just a cold hard smack.
Well, even a wave can be bad, I suppose, right? But hey, let's check out Intergalactic because I haven't actually seen this trailer and everybody was going on about how bad it is and I want to see what the hell everybody's talking about. So let's just jump straight into it. But by the way, I'm back from holidays, everybody. Hi. Okay, we got some writing. The suffering of generations must be endured to achieve our divine end. Okay. Hang on now. Okay, so first question is this. Ancient Sumerian Scripture, 1986.
Yes.
1986 wasn't ancient Sumeria. So is that when they
look at
found
that.
The translation, or is that when they wrote the translation around that time? Did they maybe uncover some scripture in 1986 that was ancient Sumerian that maybe they translated? Maybe if we were to be sort of generous, maybe that's what they're talking about. But personally, I would have used the actual date of ancient Sumeria, not 1986. But I don't know. What are your thoughts?
They're trying.
Anyway, let's keep going. Alright, graphics wise, what are your thoughts on the graphics?
Graphics look decent.
Really?
You haven't actually... I mean, I did say decent, not the best.
Compare this to Star Citizen.
No. There's no comparison. It's not even a debate.
So, I know it's Naughty Dog and everything like that, but I know it's not CIG. But, I don't know. I'm just looking at these asteroids and I'm thinking, okay, you've got a little bit of lighting, a little bit of shadow, okay. But, they tend to be a little basic for the graphics.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. You've just seen some asteroids.
I know. I'm already not liking it. And I'm a big fan of sci-fi, but let's keep going. See, that one doesn't look too bad. Maybe it's just the LODs. Why the hell do we have a spaceship with Porsche written on the back of it?
Keep going.
Okay, so for a start, she doesn't have much tits. B, why is she shaving her head?
It's a thing that, I believe it's a trans movement thing or a feminist thing where, a thing that got started when Trump won all of the not the conservatives, the Democratic women are like, let's make ourselves unattractive so guys don't want us even though
Right.
they're
Yeah, yeah.
already
I
unattractive.
I get that. I get that idea.
Whether that is what this is, I don't
No.
know,
Well,
but
normally these trailers are filmed years in advance, right? So they wouldn't even know Trump was going to win. As far as they're concerned, back then when they were making this, Trump was going to lose. Even though everybody knew different. But what I was going to say was, I understand their rationale, right? If you take away your femininity attributes, if you take away the things that make you feminine, then you can maybe make yourself androgynous, and the best thing that makes women look feminine is long hair, I suppose.
I think she's trying to look tough,
Right.
strong, independent.
Also, strong jawline, broad shoulders, muscular shoulders, tattoos on her. Like, okay, no real tit. She's kind of lacking in the tit department. But considering,
Do you think it gets boring in space? Maybe lonely?
well, she's got power and probably a vibrator, so
It seems kind of boring.
Personally, if I was a woman and I was lonely in space and on my own, I'd probably just stick the ship on cruise control, strap a vibrator to my clit, and just strap in for the long haul. Sorry, was that out loud?
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, covered in tats, no real tit, not wearing a bra, because obviously it's a tank top. Doubt she's wearing a bra under the tank top.
I was actually gonna say she doesn't actually need one.
No, well, that too. Also, why have we got all the anime and stuff happening in the background? Are we trying to appeal to the anime geeks?
Yes.
Okay, well, if they're doing that, then they need to put long hair on her, big tits, and make her look like a feminine.
Little cat ears, cat tail.
Well, that too, would probably help with some of them, but at the end of the day, let's face it, if you want to take a page out of the Asian playbook, you want your women to look like Stella Blade or... Alright, sorry guys, read out disk space. But what I was saying was that if they'd gone through and trying to appeal to the Asian crowd, they should be making women like Stella Blade or that A121, what's her name? That robot that basically is the android with the blonde hair. But anyway,
I have no idea.
yeah. Yeah, but anyway, regardless, like at the end of the day, if you're trying to appeal to the Asian culture and using this as a base, you've got no idea what you're talking about. But let's keep going. Like, I'll say this, the models are decent. The models are really decent. The human models, the background lighting and all that sort of stuff. All this background here is very decent stuff. Is this built in Unreal Engine or is this Naughty Dog's own engine, do you know?
All I know is it's made by Naughty Dog.
So let's see if new window. What's the name? It's Intergalactic, right? Intergalactic engine. What engine is Intergalactic built? Yeah, people are probably screaming in the comment section. Built on. According to Naughty Dog, it's developing Intergalactic for PlayStation, but not specific engine is mentioned. Okay, there's no engine mentioned. Got it.
So it's probably their own engine then.
Yeah, probably. So, at the end of the day, the papers, everything, the materials look good. So we got a whole bunch of paper on the info on the wall. Looks legit. Third largest safety deposit shipment discovered empty weeks after theft. Thief terrorizes Blue Star Systems business district. Okay, so she's a thief. Is that what we're going for here?
I think she's a mercenary for hire.
But judging by the Sugar Thief, what happened to the 5 aces? Well, it looks like her there, maybe there.
Maybe, yeah.
Jordan?
Tell me something good.
Well, you're right, it checks out. He's hiding out around this Imperium moon.
Excellent.
How is that excellent? He's next to fucking Simperia. No one has left that planet in over 600 years. Anyone who even flies close to it is never heard from again.
Superstitions.
No. Superstitions are the crazy rumors about what happened on that planet. These are facts.
You worry too much.
You know what I worry just the right amount. I say, we wait for him to leave, or how about we find a new lead? He's not worth it. I'm wasting my time, aren't I?
So, bounty for him is 1.6 million, I presume. Threat level 7, bounty hunter unclaimed.
Can you please claim him? I don't need another hunter swooping in.
Who is swooping? No one is crazy enough to go there.
He clearly is.
He is clearly desperate.
And so am I, so claim him, or I will find another agent.
Anyone else with all your fucking shit? Okay, alright, you know what? There, you're the boss.
Thank you.
Listen, kid. I'll see you on the other side.
So far, look, there's a few problems with it. Is it woke? Yes. Obviously, product placement with the Porsche on the back of the ship. And obviously, Pet Shop Boys and stuff, it's fine. But what I was going to say was, at the moment, I don't see anything majorly wrong except for the fact that it's pushing a whole bunch of DEI, which in itself is wrong. But, you know, this is going to be a typical girl boss thing, right? Correct.
Yes.
Have you muted yourself again? No.
No.
Is there anything that you see that's overly wrong with? Do you agree? Do you think it's just going to be a whole bunch of girl boss DEI shit?
Man, the game does look like it's trying to push a female-only narrative at the moment.
Yeah, and also, like, you know, if you look at the guy, let's go back. Like, let me guess, he's a white male. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So white male is the bad guy. You know, women are the good girls.
Colin Graves.
Yeah, Colin Graves. Yeah, okay, so definitely white.
It doesn't sound white, yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, you know, you got bad guy is obviously the guy, the good girl is the girls, you know, women here to save the universe, you know, typical bullshit, right?
Well, that is a pretty cool sword, though.
The one that she's got, or the one it's got?
Yeah, the one that she has. That's a pretty cool sword.
Let's have a look at it again. So let's watch the feet movement on the water. So you know we've got splash effects. Looks really good. We got splash effects on the shoe running in the water. We got water splash effects. Yeah. Right, so does it really show much gameplay?
No, I like the music though.
It's all old school music. You know, the graphics look good. Graphics are great. But yeah, typical girl boss sort of bullshit. So I can understand why people might be fed up or sick of this shit. I presume this is obviously going to be a lot like Starfield, where it's like you basically fly down to a planet, so it's going to be a lot of fast traveling and loading screens. It's not going to be like Star Citizen where you fly down, I presume, and fly it around. I presume it's going to be a lot of point and click when it comes to loading screens and stuff. What are your thoughts? Do you think this is going to be Starfield type or Star Citizen type?
Probably Starfield type of a gameplay, like certain locations, but like it won't be like open world though.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty much like a fishbowl sort of thing, like what Starfield is, because that worked so well for Starfield, and people are still playing that game to this day, right? They've turned the comments off, which is obviously, you know, says a lot, for example. But I presume other people have left the comments on.
Oh yes, they have.
This is bad. So Cloud, the Comeback Kids are saying it's bad. Disaster. PlayStation. Alright, so PlayStation left their comments open? Yep, okay. It's not doing real well when it comes to the ratings. So Naughty Dog, I think, was 169,000 down and 69 up. And then PlayStation is 98 up and 263 down. Someone wrote in the comments, I feel like Will Smith will slap me for making fun of her. The trailer is 2 hours ago. Ooh, so old, we need a remastered. Oh, wow, okay. They sell hair as a separate DLC. Oh, wow. This is not the studio that brought us Crash Bandicoot. That's actually true too. I feel a lot of the backlash I've been hearing is the fact that when they go through and they do this sort of, oh, the studio that brought you Crash Bandicoot. It's like, well, how many people are still working there that worked on Crash Bandicoot? You know, can you really claim this is the studio that brought you that when 95 to 99% of the team that worked on Crash Bandicoot no longer work there? From the studio that got rid of all the people who originally made those games we love. Yeah, okay. Can I play as a character from the background anime instead? The game is going to make a quadrillion dollars. Oh, wow. It's Concord again. The main character looks like she belongs in Concord. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
These guys are brutal, but I love it.
The Naughty Dog anymore. Naughty Dog anymore. The real title is Concord 2. The Narcissist Prophet. Can you really tell us the starting production in 2020? In order to keep the game at 60 FPS on PlayStation 5, they ditched the main character's hair. We got Concord remastered, basically. Once again, the formula: reveal crappy product, get fans backlash, insult the fans. I presume they've been insulting the fans.
I haven't actually been keeping up with that, but it's either they have or they're getting ready to. It's
Yeah.
one or the other.
Right. Okay. So the fan backlash is a little bit real. Vera Dark has gone through and made a video about it.
Concord is the
What does Vera have to say about this?
biggest video game failure of all time, but it looks like they might have some serious competition because Naughty Dog's Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet trailer, has received 524% more dislikes than Concord's, which is hilarious.
Well, hey, if you're gonna do something, do it properly, right? Like if you're gonna upset your fan base, you may as well give it the good college try and really, fuck the shit out of that spider, I suppose. But yeah.
We're talking about a game that flushed hundreds of millions of dollars down the drain, and you would think there would be no chance a game could come close to that anytime soon, but it looks like it might have some competition.
You know what the thing that's really frustrating about all this, Ferrex, is that all these game studios give hundreds of millions of dollars to make this sort of shit. And here I am as an indie studio busting my ass trying to work and make a decent game, which actually has like decent characters and everything like that, as far as I know, and I don't get the same amount of money that they do. That's the thing that really pisses me off. I don't know, what are your thoughts?
Well, obviously, in order to be successful, you just gotta pump your game full with woke.
Yeah, I won't do that. No politics in my game, thank you. Anyway.
So Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, has received over 256,000 dislikes on PlayStation's upload of the announcement trailer, and this also is not taking into consideration the other re-uploads, like on the Naughty Dog official account where they had shut the comments off. They are just talking about the ones uploaded on the PlayStation accounts because Concord's also happened to be uploaded there too, obviously. So in 13 days, the Intergalactic one has drawn in 2.1 million views, 96,000 likes to 256,000 dislikes. So even the few people who have enjoyed this are not able to positively ratio this trailer at all. But in comparison, Concord's reveal cinematic trailer, which was also uploaded to the YouTube channel, received 41,000 dislikes to only 7.5k likes. So it seems by that point, people were already memeing so hard on Concord that a lot of people just were talking about it on social media. They weren't just viewing the trailers through one account. But you would think for the biggest failure in the history of the video game industry, that initial reveal cinematic trailer would have many more dislikes. Now, Naughty Dog has made some controversial decisions over the years. Trust in them is at an all-time low because of...
I was going to say, this is the same studio that brought us The Last of Us Part 2, where you had to play as a trans player character for a bit. Abby. Like, they killed the white male that was the character, one of the main characters of the first one, by literally beating him to death, spoiler alert, beating him with a club, and then making you play as the character that killed him. So are we really that surprised when it comes to this sort of shit?
The answer is, I don't know.
Probably not. And I feel a lot of the backlash that they're getting is also just the fact that people are just fed up with all this DEI woke shit in the game, and they're seeing another game which is pushing it yet again, and they're just like, I'm just sick of this crap, so I'm just going to downvote it. Which, to be honest, I get. I understand. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But I'm just saying that I don't think... From the intro that we got, we don't really know what the gameplay is a lot, because a lot of it was the cutscenes. But yeah, at the end of the day, I would say that I understand why people are sick of this. I'm sick of this shit too. Well, here's my question to you: would you play Intergalactic?
I don't know.
I probably wouldn't. But the reason I wouldn't play it was because of the fact that at the end of the day, it's because it's got this woke politics shit in it. Like, it's getting to the point where if a game has that shit in it, I just won't play it. Movies, TVs, games, anything. You put that crap into your movies, TV, games, I'm not going to watch them. I'm not going to play them, I'm not going to watch them, I'm not going to be interested in it. I don't care how good it is, I don't care how much I was looking forward to it, I'm not interested in putting that shit in. And I feel a lot of people are the same way right now.
Games like The Last of Us Part 2. Jolin 1 was really a letdown to a lot of people, and now we have to worry about Last of Us Part 3 if they ever come out with that, and, Abby Smash, which isn't what people would want. But when it came to Concord, we were all memeing on it because there was nothing of substance there. Though with Intergalactic, it's clearly a big new IP. They're really banking on it. It seems like they've got a lot of plans for it, but I don't think any of those plans are going to pan out positively. So obviously...
So yeah, anyway, at the end of the day, obviously she's not happy with it. I did also see that here very quickly that Asmongold responded to it. 2 minutes. Let's see what
I made a tweet today. I figured that, it's time to make an investment.
So he wrote, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the market for masculine, non-conventionally attractive female leads in games isn't as big as the video game industry thinks it is. He said, how did you feel about Siri in the cinematic? And he wrote, Siri looks fine, which, to be honest, she does.
I said, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the market for masculine, non-conventionally attractive female leads in games isn't as big as the video game industry thinks it is. And I was thinking about this character, obviously. I think this is like Intergalactic or something like that. This game probably started development over 5 years ago. And maybe back then, a character like this might have seemed like it was a better idea. The graphics for this are really, really good. If you don't like the character or whatever, there are a lot of paintings that I'm not a fan of, but I can admire that it looks really good. I think that if you are looking at a space bounty hunter that has 80s retro aesthetic that are about bounty hunting and shooting people and fighting with laser swords, you are looking at a super majority male audience. You're going to have a sausage fest. That's just the way it is. If you try to make a character that doesn't appeal to the main audience of the genre that you're designing a game in, you're going to have that game not do well. You can talk about...
Okay, I 100% agree with him on this. Do you? What are your thoughts?
I mean, you're not addressing a lot of the audience, just part of it.
So his argument is that if you're going to go making a game where it's bounty hunter, laser swords, mercenary going after criminals in a space game, that's going to be predominantly male, right? 100% right. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're going to make your female lead non-attractive, for example, giving her the Will Smith's wife's partner, whatever, haircut, then you're not going to attract the males that are more likely to play this game. He's 100% right.
About oh, people are misogynist, they're racist, they're bigots, they're stupid gamers, you shouldn't listen to them. But at the end of the day, you're not going to bully those people into buying the game. It didn't work with Concord, it didn't work with Veilguard, it just doesn't work. I mean,
yeah, he's right. You can't bully people by calling them misogynist, racist, or whatever, and think that they're going to buy your game. 100%.
Naughty Dog released the trailer with the comments turned off. You don't release a trailer with comments turned off if you think you're going to get a lot of good comments. I feel like Will Smith will slap me for making fun of her. This game...
Yeah, okay, so he's going to go through the comments. I agree with him, 100%. I think he's 100% right on this. Alright, what are your general thoughts with this at the end of the day, Fritz?
I mean, I can definitely see the problems with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I can see why people are upset about it. Am I interested in playing it? Probably not. No matter how much I like space games and that, you know. But I think I'll stick to Star Citizen. I don't know. What are your general thoughts? Do you think you're play or not play? I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Probably not to play it.
Yeah. It does make you wonder. They probably spent close to $300 million making this game. Are they going to be able to get their money back? Probably not. This is probably going to be a flop.
No.
Anyway. Alright guys, let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Sorry about the late delay on this. Obviously, Galactic was 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I've been absolutely busy. I've been out in the middle of Australia. Catching snakes and playing with snakes and scorpions and shit. Not really, but you know, there's not a lot out there but that. Ferrets, anything you want to say before we leave?
No.
No. Alright guys, let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Obviously the video's been helpful. Please smack that like button if you're new to the channel. Welcome and subscribe. Apart from that guys, probably won't be a video on Tuesday because my work is absolutely crazy at the moment. I'm literally about to run out the door and, well, get dressed first, run out the door and then go and do 12 hours again today. And Ferrets, you've been kind of busy with work at the moment too lately, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it'll probably be another week before we're back doing the show. So we'll probably be back on the 7th.
Maybe.
7th, yeah, probably the 7th. Well, at least I'll be back. If it's a live stream with me, like doing game dev, then we'll probably do that. Or if Ferrets is around, we'll probably do the show and probably catch up on everything of the past 2 weeks. Anything you want to say before we go? No?
No, not this time.
Alright guys, have a good night everybody. Enjoy. Want to say bye, Ferrets?
Bye.